Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today, what I have for you guys is a brand new GTA 5 Online video, and today will be your weekly update reminder because it is Tuesday. Tomorrow, on Wednesday, we get all of the news and information for the next week's weekly update here in GTA Online. I cover all that news and preview all of it early to you guys, just about 12 hours or so before the update goes live at about 4 a.m. Central Standard Time in the US on Thursday morning. But on Tuesdays, I like to give you guys a reminder and a refresher for basically all the new players to the game who kind of want to get up to speed on what all of these weekly updates are about here in GTA Online. They heard about them, or, you know, just for players who've taken the week off, maybe they're coming back to the game. You don't need to go scrolling back through my channel because I upload a lot of Red Dead Online and GTA Online content here. And there are some really cool things you don't want to miss out on, from some last minute opportunities for some really good money bonuses, free rewards and items, some great removed vehicles that are featured back into the game that are rare, and of course they're only going to be here for another couple days, so they are extremely limited time, and of course some other awesome vehicle and property discounts as well that if you haven't taken advantage of, you don't want to miss out. So with all that said, thank you so much for tuning in, and let's get started. For our bonuses this week, we actually have some pretty nice opportunities. We do have double money and RP on all bunker sell missions, so instead of making the usual $1,050,000 selling long distance, you can make $2,100,000 at the very minimum. Of course, with the max high demand bonus in the game for public lobby sells of 20 plus players in the lobby, you'll be making, what is that, like $3,550,000 with the bunker every 8 hours or so here in this game. We also have double money and RP on all Fooligan jobs, so call up Dax for those. Double money and RP on the Deadline adversary mode you can find in the jobs list of your adversary modes and things like that. But also at the bunker, we have double money, double RP, and research progress for the bunker research missions if you call Agent 14 off your cell phone. So you'll be getting paid about 3,000 to 6,000 RP for those, $20,000. And instead of 16.33% research progress per mission, you're making 32.32% research progress, or sorry, 32.66% research progress per mission. So that's pretty nice right there. And then also, say if you're just, you know, doing all the Agent 14 research missions and you're not fast tracking your research because you're committing all of your staff to the actual research itself, well, research speed is doubled this week. So if you want to save all that money on unlocking everything, I just fast tracked everything. I didn't want to wait and unlock it, but nonetheless, it's been like this for a while. Either way, you do have double research speed for the remainder of this weekly event on top of that. But also, back to the research missions, I recommend you do at least 3 anyway, because that is this week's weekly challenge. And if you do complete this weekly challenge, not only do you normally get the $100,000, but you also get the Warstock t-shirt, and it's an exclusive limited time t-shirt you can actually get in game. So if you just want to go collect it, might as well do 3 research missions anyway. I actually showcased all of this in my money guide earlier this weekend that will be linked down in the description below. Of course, this video isn't a money guide, so I'm not going into super detail. If it sounds like I'm rushing, I am, because I don't want this video to be 30 minutes long. But nonetheless, if you want more info on any of these bonuses, check out my money guide linked in the description down below. For the discounts for the remainder of this weekly event, we have some great ones. We have 30% off all bunker properties, as well as 30% off all bunker upgrades and modifications. So no matter what your location is, probably the best ones I would say are going to be the farmhouse bunker, as well as Chumash, where I am right now. I used to be over here. This is not a good location. Don't get this one. I just wanted to put my bunker here for a little bit just to mess around with this location. But these 2 closest to the city are going to be your best bet. But when it comes to the actual location of the bunker, you could choose all your styles, your personal quarters, shooting range, gun locker, etc. All of these upgrades are going to be 30% off. But in addition to that, we have a bunch of vehicle discounts as well. And by the way, the bunker is just an excellent business. You can basically make about $1 million every single 8 hours with this business as long as you're resupplying. But of course, with the double money this week, you're making at the very least $2,100,000, which is absolutely awesome. But let's check out some of the vehicle discounts this week. We do have 30% off the Lampadati Tygon, but it's not listed on Legendary Motorsport anymore because it's a removed vehicle. You can unlock it this week as a limited time rare vehicle that's featured back to the game because it is 30% off on discount as well. You'll have to stay tuned to the video when we talk about how you can unlock it because it is featured at an in-game vendor you will need to physically drive to purchase it this week. But jumping into all of our other actual vehicle discounts that are featured on in-game websites, we do have the Vapid Flash GT on sale for 30% off, or $1,172,500. We have the Progen T20, an excellent, not OG vehicle, it's an OG DLC vehicle, I should say. It's one of the first few amazing DLC vehicles that were added. It came out in 2015. It's awesome. On sale for $1,540,000 or 30% off. The Nagasaki Shitaro is also 30% off, so you can get it for $1.557 million this week. And then on Warstock, we have some great opportunities as well. The HVY Night Shark is 30% off, so you can get it for $871,500. And then the Weaponized Tampa, the classy Weaponized Tampa. This is a top 5 vehicles for missions type of vehicle right here. You can get it for 30% off, also on sale for $1,109,000. You get a bunch of weaponized options with it. It's not nearly as armored as the Night Shark or other vehicles. However, it is incredibly weaponized, and that's why I'd recommend you pick it up for like PvE mission farming, heist setups, things like that. Now, the Dune FAV is also discounted by 30% off, but I can get it for free, and so, you know, there's that. I think it's probably because of the Criminal Enterprises starter pack, I think it is. Nonetheless, if it does cost anything for you, it is 30% off this week. The podium vehicle that you have a limited time left to take advantage of here is the classy Draugr, as you can see. This is an excellent, I don't even know what to call it. It's sort of like a trophy truck. It's not really shaped like it, but it's like a Baja racer. It's a great off-roader. If it's not better than the Camacho, it's neck and neck with it and tied for best off-roader in the game. It's insanely amazing. It has even great on-road performance as well, so you definitely want to win it this week. I reviewed it in my free vehicles guide. I'll talk about that as well when we talk about the LS car meet, but I'm just going to spin the lucky wheel, see if we can actually unlock it this week. I already own a Draugr, but I will definitely take another. Turns out we're not going to get it. We're going to get a mystery reward though, $20,000, which I think would normally be better if we got the cash, right? Or at least some bonuses for cash off the wheel, so that is quite nice. But now let's grab our daily visitor chips as well. Boom. Now here at the LS car meet, this is a different story. Unfortunately, as the LS car meet prize ride goes for the week, it's interesting because we have a bike, but it's nothing special. It's the Principe Electro. This thing has a normal retail value of almost $1 million, or if you complete the pack standard heist, you can get it for $750,000. So that would be the one reason I would recommend you complete the car meet prize ride challenge, which is placed top 2 in LS car meet series races for 2 days in a row, so you can unlock it. But is it even worth going through all that trouble? Not really. The only unique feature with this is the Kerr's boost feature, but that's about it. Every other bike in the game is going to be better. If you want it just to have it, then go for it. Don't let me stop you, but it's not that great of a bike. It's not even average performance. It's kind of below average. But let's talk about the LS Car Meet Series prize ride vehicles, because these, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, are actually pretty nice. All 3 of these are removed from the game this week, so let's jump in. First, we have the Dubocci Rapid GT Classic. This is a great car because you get great acceleration with it. You get a top speed that I would say is just about average. There's nothing exceptional, but you do struggle with responsiveness as well. You have a wide turning radius. I will say it handles well on long, winding roads. Poor crash resilience and heavy steering. It's not super suitable for tracks with sharp corners, and you need just basically careful driving with this car. But it is definitely cool because it is a removed vehicle and it's the topless version. So this week, if you want to get it from the LS Car Meet, you can get it for $140,000. Next up, we have the Invitero Coquette Blackfin. Very, very similar to the Invitero Coquette D1, which released with the bottom dollar bounties update. This is a V8 Corvette in the game, like an old school Corvette. You get great acceleration. I would say a solid top speed for this kind of car. Handling that surpasses many other muscle cars in the game, in my opinion. It's not going to be the fastest muscle car, but it does have great capability in navigating tight corners. I would say it's a strong choice for racing for tracks with more curvy roads, things like that. And I think the exhaust is probably the coolest part about this car. Obviously, it's based on that 56 or 1957, as well as 1961 and 2 Chevy Corvette. You get some Nash Healey as well as Austin Healey elements here. And if you want to buy it, once again, remove vehicle, $695,000 this week. Then we have the Vicer Neo. Of course, a lot of players like the handling of this car, and I think it splits the player base because you either love or hate this car. I actually really like this car. I think it handles very similarly to the Itali GTO. The Itali GTO, the Grazia Itali GTO, is just all around a better vehicle, but if I could compare the Neo to anything, it would be that. You get good acceleration, it is all-wheel drive, it's stable, yet very controllable, and at the same time, honestly, there's really nothing awful about it. You just have an advanced handling flag that's going to make the suspension a little bit more springy than it needs to be. The one downside is its cost. It's going to cost you $1,875,000 if you want to pick it up before it goes away Thursday morning. Here at Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport, though, this is where we actually have even better opportunities, I would say, for removed vehicles. So let's start off here on the left. You can see we have the Lampadati Taigon here. It's a supercar, amazing acceleration, top speed of 125 miles an hour. I would say this competes very, very well within the supercars class. The only downside is the handling just at those really high speeds can be a little bit challenging, but it's based off the De Tomaso P72. It looks absolutely amazing. You get great customization options, and it's super stylish. If you want to pick it up, it's actually 30% off this week like we talked about in the discount section, so it's only $1,411,650 this week. Then we'll move on over here to the Dubachi Rapid GT Classic. That's what I have actually parked outside that you saw in the intro to this video as well, based off of the 72 to 79, or excuse me, 1989 Aston Martin V8 series. So a long lineage of Aston Martin V8 series vehicles right there. And of course, I would say you get decent handling with this car. You get some pretty good turning capabilities, but you may struggle with oversteer at the really high speeds, and the braking isn't that good. It's also not incredibly customizable, but let me tell you, it's such a good looking car stock that it doesn't take much to make it look exceptional. So honestly, the customization and lack of customization options is not that big of a deal. But then we'll move on here, the Bravado Verlier. This is basically a car with a combination of a high top speed, responsive handling, is good for sharp turns, wide winding roads, things like that. The only thing is it's got really bad crash deformation, so make sure to upgrade that armor. Oh, also I forgot to mention, if you want to buy the Rapid GT Classic, it's going to cost you $904,380. When it comes to the Bravado Verlier, it's going to cost you $695,000. I would say if you like, the Wiseman GTMF5 or the TVR Sagaris, then get this car here in GTA Online. I actually kind of like it. I'm not the biggest fan of the styling in this game, but I do like the exhaust notes. Then we have the Pegassi Vaca. This car is just great value. It's going to cost you $240,000. All of these are removed, by the way, including these that we're about to discuss. But this is an incredibly well-rounded vehicle. You get fast acceleration, great handling, a good top speed. It's awesome for driving around the city of Los Santos. From a dig, you get a little bit of wheel spin, but it's nothing you can't really control. It's just an awesome car, super stylish. Recommend you buy it. Then we have the Hot Rod Blazer here. This will cost you $69,000. It has, honestly, better performance than the Blazer Aqua. You get faster acceleration, a higher top speed, and you get even better off-road capabilities and very precise steering. But at the same time, the handling is so sensitive, and it also has like a higher center of gravity that be careful not to roll going off-road. If you hit a bump or something, you could flip very easily too, so keep that in mind. Make sure you don't forget about your 3 salvage yard robberies this week, because we have some good cars that you could steal. Unfortunately, none are claimable, but if you participate in the top range vehicle robbery, it is the McToney robbery, where you can get the Obey 10F. Your mid-range vehicle for the week featured in the Gangbanger robbery is the Fathom FR36, and then the Caminus Seminole Frontier is this week's standard range vehicle, stealable and featured in the cargo ship robbery. Not that it's that big of a deal in these weekly update reminders, but here at Luxury Autos, we have the Anis Urus X32. With this livery, if you want to buy it, it's going to cost you $1.522 million. And then on the other car, we have the Overflawed Pipistrello. With this livery, if you want to buy it, it's going to cost you $2,974,510. They cost a little bit more than off the in-game websites because these liveries are already applied to them. At the gun van this week, just for your final reminder, there's nothing absolutely incredible, but there are some things you want to make sure you can look into and take advantage of if it applies to you. So featured here, we do have the crowbar, the precision rifle, the sweeper shotgun, the pump action shotgun, the vintage pistol, as well as the grenade launcher. Now, for all players, the grenade launcher is 30% off this week. Absolutely worth buying just because it's on discount anyways. And then for GTA Plus members, if you are a paying member, don't forget about the vintage pistol here, because this is 30% off. This is exclusive to GTA Plus members though. If you want to make sure you can participate in this week's time trials, your normal time trial for this week is 2 minutes and 4 seconds. It's the observatory time trial. And of course, when it comes to your HSW time trial, it is Sandy Shores to La Puerta. And then this week's premium race is taking off, and it is locked, as you can see, to the supercars class and category. That's everything for this week though here in GTA Online. Of course, you only have a couple days left to take advantage of basically everything we talked about in this video. And as always, tomorrow on Wednesdays, I normally preview and showcase all of the new GTA Online weekly update news and information about 12 hours early or so before the update actually goes live in game. So definitely stick around if you want to stay up to date with that. But really, just for this video, thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and want to see more GTA Online content like this. I come out with videos every single day for everything Rockstar Games, whether it's just GTA or of course Red Dead Online as well. I'm absolutely crashing this car. I should end this video now. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios, amigos.